Intermittent fasting can improve your sleep and prevent cancer. Fasting will change your eating habits forever. Learn how to practice it and the powerful benefits it provides the human body. Be sure to watch the video in its entirety to find out how intermittent fasting can help you live longer. You won't believe what intermittent fasting can do for you if you apply it the right way. For those who aren't familiar with the concept of intermittent fasting, here's a quick description. Intermittent fasting is an eating cycle that alternates voluntary fasting, which means low-calorie intake, and non-fasting over a given period. How can I apply intermittent fasting to my diet? Let's check out the different ways to apply intermittent fasting every day. Eat, stop, eat. This is based on a 24-hour fast once or twice per week. It's much easier to apply this method in the middle of the week depending on the activities you have. Alternate day fasting. With this way of intermittent fasting, the point is to fast one day and eat the next. This is the most known and simplest variable to practice. The warrior fasting. This was one of the first popular diets to include a form of intermittent fasting. Warrior fasting is basically eating small portions of raw fruits and vegetables throughout the day and having one large meal at night. This is the best method for those who need to eat something no matter what. Time-restricted fasting. This method consists in fasting every day for 12 hours or longer and eating in the remaining hours. The most common thing to do is to skip breakfast and lunch and concentrate on the rest of the meals. The 5-to-2 diet. The 5-to-2 method is as simple as it gets. This diet consists of eating like any ordinary day for 5 days of the week and restricting your calorie intake to 500 to 600 on the remaining 2 days. This isn't necessarily fasting at its fullest, but it still has the same effect as any other intermittent fasting method. Now that we have the basic knowledge about intermittent fasting, let's go over the powerful benefits it can provide. Weight loss. Trying to lose a couple of pounds is probably the most popular reason for people deciding to fast. Intermittent fasting will help you burn belly fat a lot easier, so you don't have to break a sweat every day. This is not news to anyone. It's obvious that if you don't eat, then you consume fewer calories. Still, there are other issues to talk about when we address fasting to lose weight. Intermittent fasting will be a great shortcut to reducing the insulin levels in your body. If you lower the insulin in your body, then all the fat can be used as energy instead of being kept in storage. Exercise is also key, but try to work out the days you've been eating, not the fasting ones. You will surely find it a lot easier to lose weight since you are not only burning calories, but are also forcing your body to use glucose as energy. When you eat all day, your appetite gets disrupted. This means that you'll most likely get hungry often, so it will be even harder to lose weight. Intermittent fasting gets your body used to not eating for a while because it resets your appetite hormones. You'll notice that you will no longer struggle to fast. Your body will regulate the calorie ingestion on its own. Fasting will also be key for weight loss when it comes to digestion. After you stop jamming calories in your body and begin the process of fasting, your digestive system gets to rest. This means the next time you have a meal, your body will digest the food with ease. Fasting prevents cancer. Although it sounds crazy, it's true. Many cancers appear when a cellular process becomes damaged because this means the growth of these can no longer be controlled. This will lead to cells not being able to self-repair and becoming completely useless. These cell damages can get even heavier if it gets mixed up with high insulin levels, bad sleeping habits, and obesity. But as we stated before in this video, fasting for a few days will make your hormonal functioning a lot stronger. So yes, fasting can help to prevent some cancers and can also be a good habit to apply during cancer treatment to increase effectiveness. Reduces the cardiovascular disease risk. Cardiovascular diseases are one of the most common issues in the human body nowadays. So why wouldn't you prevent them by only fasting? The main reason for cardiovascular problems is the inflammation inside our blood vessels. This inflammation can create plaques, which will block the blood vessels and lead to problems like angina, heart attacks, and strokes. The inflammation in our blood vessels will be caused by fat cells. We can avoid fat cells with intermittent fasting. The action of intentionally skipping a meal or two will lower the sugar levels in your blood and lower the chances of having heart problems. Several studies and sources have proved that intermittent fasting can lower blood pressure, triglycerides, cholesterol, and LDL. Fasting is not just resisting food. Intermittent fasting won't benefit you if you force yourself to starve for some time only to ingest a truckload of food once you go back to your normal eating habits. If you want to lower the sugar in your blood, then you must combine the power of fasting and controlling your calories, or else you're not fasting, you're just not eating. Fasting will boost your mental concentration levels. If you weren't aware of this, high blood sugar levels can cause you to lose your concentration. But if you've been watching this video until now, you know that when done right, fasting can control or reduce blood sugar levels. Many people have stated that after fasting for a few days, their mental clarity and concentration had improved. Maybe at first, the only thing you could think about is how hungry you are. But after a few days, you will surely start to notice how beneficial fasting is for your brain. Studies have found that during fasting, our brain creates brain hormones that are key to mental functioning. This particular hormone will make an appearance during intermittent fasting, and it is a protein known as a brain-derived neurotrophic factor. A high amount of BDNF helps improve focus and mental flexibility. Scientists review BDNF as an essential protein for improved mental health and concentration. A low quantity of BDNF is directly linked to depression and mediocre brain health, increases brain health, and prevents Alzheimer's. Intermittent fasting has many positive consequences on the brain besides concentration. Boosted cognitive, memory, and learning functioning are important elements for good brain health. Studies have shown how intermittent fasting helps some metabolic processes which help improve brain functioning. Regulation of your eating cycles will help new cells to grow and self-repair regularly and induce BDNF expression. Intermittent fasting is going to be very useful for the brain to reproduce new cells. This will remove the old cells, which are the ones that cause problems. Better brain functioning helps better memory, learning ability, and cognitive functions. A healthy brain is the most important element to prevent Alzheimer's disease. The human body has a blood-brain wall that is known to stop the flow of insulin. If this happens, not enough glucose can travel from the blood to the brain cells. What's interesting is that some scientists call Alzheimer's a type 3 diabetes, since this disease is related to blood sugar levels just like other types of diabetes. But when fasting, our body creates ketones, which are used as fuel for the brain instead of glucose. So intermittent fasting can prevent this horrible disease by sending ketones to your brain. These ketones can even help a person who has already been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Fasting is a great tool to sleep better. Nobody likes to have trouble getting sleep after having an exaggerated meal. As we mentioned before, eating for long periods is damaging to our digestion system. Digestion problems are related to sleep problems, since a good night's sleep consists in having a healthy metabolism. A poor metabolism can lead to obesity, diabetes, and heart problems. When you're having heavy, unhealthy meals before bed, your metabolism issues become a vicious circle. This is mainly because a heavy meal won't let you rest to your fullest, and if you don't rest, you wake up starving. So the first thing you do is go back to eating a ton of calories. Fasting will make you go to bed feeling a lot lighter and get better sleep. Although intermittent fasting has many health points, this does not mean it will 100% help everyone. Intermittent fasting methods, since they're basically not eating, are not suitable for all people. Intermittent fasting can also have some negative side effects such as weakness, hunger, fatigue, slow reactions, irritability, and dehydration. If you experience any of these during the first days of intermittent fasting, it is normal. But if these negative symptoms continue to appear after a day or two, it is best to stop the fasting method and consult a doctor. Individuals with particular health conditions or issues should avoid intermittent fasting and not start without consulting a professional. Intermittent fasting can put people with diabetes, anyone with a current or past eating disorder, low blood pressure, underweight individuals, women trying to get pregnant, women with amenorrhea, and pregnant women in a risky situation. Let us know in the comments section if you're going to try intermittent fasting and what method you'll choose.